That was a thorough, I would say, dismantling by a team that just took it to us with their toughness, their ball pressure, and really played 4 guards and one, 4-man / 3-man. I will say that the game, I was actually very nervous coming in because I know our situation as far as when teams are pressuring us and really getting on us, and that concerned me. It really concerned me, and it concerned me that they were up 35 points on New Hampshire and they were up 25-something points over Brown in the first half of both of those games. But there wasn't really much I could do once the game got going. I thought that team took us out of everything we were trying to do offensively and then ran on us on the defensive end of the floor and exposed a few of our weaknesses.
Were you disappointed with the way they reacted, with the way your team reacted to it?
Yeah, I'm disappointed all around. Just because I thought that we had different chances and different opportunities that we never took advantage of. We just kind of let the game get away from us. Instead of playing better defense and competing at a higher level, we decided once again to go back to taking quick, bad shots that led to the lead going from 10 to 15 to 20 instead of, hanging around a little bit. The only positive I thought was that I thought Raphael Putney gave us some good things, and I thought our zone looked halfway decent at different times. And, Anthony Gurley's been the one rock for us really the whole year, the one kind of more mature, tougher, older senior guy that's been really a rock for us the whole season. And I thought he played a decent game, although at different times he even had to force the action just because of the way that team was playing.
When you're trying to make a comeback, how much is the fact that you haven't had a consistent second scorer hurt?
Oh, it hurts you, I think, from the beginning of the game all the way through when you're trying to make a comeback, and we're still looking for that second scorer that can really take a little bit of the burden off Anthony. And, that's one of those things that you hope over the course of a season that comes to fruition, and right now it really hasn't. One game it may be Freddie or Sampson or whoever it might be, but we really haven't had anybody step up and become that second, I don't even want to say scorer, that second consistent basketball player that Anthony's become. Now, he is a fifth-year senior and is a little more mature than those guys and probably works a little harder, but I was hoping that, one or two other guys would come with him and, help carry this team. It hasn't happened yet.
The first game of the new year, obviously the last non-conference game, you're gearing up for conference play, and this is not the way that you want to launch into A-10 play. Do you have a sense of how these guys are feeling about themselves right now?
I think they feel a little down. I think we've taken a couple blows here in the last, not only this year, but in the last couple, weeks of the 2010, I should say. So I got to get their confidence back, their swagger back a little bit, and get this team playing the way that we're capable of playing on a consistent basis, not just once in a while. And that starts in practice of getting these guys every day to come and be tough and physical and start to mature. I think that's a good word. Start to mature.
Some of the turnovers that you had, are you concerned with, were the pass is not crisp enough in some cases, it looked like? Or are they tentative in what to do with the ball in the practice?
I would say it was a combination of a lot of things. I thought Central did a nice job of denying wings. I thought they did a good job of pressuring the basketball. And what they did is they opened up driving lanes, and our guys didn't do as good a job as we should have of taking advantage of those driving lanes and finishing plays. I got to do some things in practice to get them tougher, getting open on the wings, popping up to catch the ball, and really work on some screening. I put in some different sets to screen and really get open, and we didn't execute on, I would say, either end of the floor.
One of the things you always did really well as a player, your assist-to-turnover ratio was always very, very good. As a team tonight, it was about as bad as it gets. That's got to be pretty concerning.
Yeah, that's a little frustrating when you were, I'd say, a point guard or a guy who took care of the basketball, and then your team doesn't exactly play the way you play at times. And that's me. I got to make sure I'm spending time with the guards and the guys on how to get open and how to be tougher. And, I think that's a work in progress by any stretch of the imagination. It's something that is going to take a little time.
What's the story with your operator?
I'm not sure. I didn't speak to him today. He was supposed to be seeing the doctor or specialist, and I guess we'll find out something this week.
Okay.
From the start.
We just didn't come out ready to play. It was a tough night. I tip my hat to Central Connecticut State. They played a very good game there, and they're a very well-coached team.
And as an older player on this team, do you kind of lay into the guys a little bit, or is that not your style, or what's the on this team kind of who's somebody that tries to fire up the team to bounce back from a game like that?
You can say what you got to say, but at the end of the day, if if the player don't bring it himself, then that's on him. I mean, it's up to everybody to be ready to play every single game, and when you don't come out ready to play, this type of stuff happens.
You surprised?
A little bit. I mean, I thought we were taking steps in the right direction again, but unfortunately we took about 10 steps back. I guess we just got to get back into the gym and figure out some things. I mean, we gotta redefine our roles, and guys got to play their roles to the best of their abilities. We can't step outside of our roles and try to do things that we can't do.
Are you worried about where the season's going at this point?
I really don't know right now. We just got to look at the tape, figure out some things that we did wrong, and correct them and get ready for Dayton. It's a brand new season on Sunday, so we just got to be prepared for that game, because it's not getting any easier at this point. So we got to correct the wrongs that we made and move on.
What does this do to your confidence going into A10 play?
It kind of hurts our confidence a little bit, but we're going into A10, 8-5. It's not the greatest and it's not the worst, so we just gotta take it for what it is right now and get ready for Dayton.